On the news, finally, Fidelity Bank has restored connection to neobanks like OPay, PalmPay, and MoneyPoint.
Vindicating me.
That
I said it was not beef.
it was.
Them blocked them.
It was what?
It was them probably them protecting themselves against fraud.
So think about it. This is how I think. Let me give you an analogy of that whole scenario. And my article is, I'm going to try to reflect that as much as possible in my article. OPay, PalmPay, according to the stories going around, are like the outlet. Once the money gets there, you're not likely going to recover it because most of them are withdrawing it as cash. So if someone steals 1 million naira, they'll spread it 50-50K across plenty PalmPay, OPay agents and go and withdraw it as cash.
Okay.
Wow.
That's how it works, right? So it's the outlet. So if you are blocking transfers to OPay, PalmPay, it's like you are blocking
money from going out.
Yeah, you are blocking where the water is passing, but you're not turning off the tap.
Okay.
But at least
The source.
if they are going to use those neobanks to defraud you and you can't send money to them,
They'll find something else because you are treating just the symptom. You're not treating the cause of the problem. So where is that leakage coming from within your system? Are you addressing it?
I think something we are missing something here. So a fraudster wants to get money from you. Fraudster was able to get you to transfer the money. It is in process. There's no as it were. There's no loophole anywhere yet.
There's a loophole.
The fraudster made you this is one scenario. There are other scenarios that it's a loophole. But the fraudster made you, right, got you to transfer the money to an account that you know that even by the time you realize that you've been defrauded and you want to complain about it, you can't get your money. Meanwhile, in traditional banks, if you move money from one bank to another and you realize as the sender later that you were defrauded, you can also always lay a complaint and can be followed through. So I don't think for this scenario that I'm painting that blocking, you can actually block the outlet.
Okay,
or
so
the inlet.
let me give you an example now of this scenario you just painted. I transferred money to someone for a deal. Let's call it a deal, right?
Okay.
People should not judge me, but I found out that it was a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
And I reported to my bank that this guy is a fraudulent person. And the most they did was freeze the account. But nothing else happened. For me to take any action to recover my money, I will need to go to the police and to the court. That is where the issues are.
But you know that even when you get to the police and the court and you get them involved, you know that it will be followed through.
My guy lost 400K.
To PalmPay.
How did he get to PalmPay?
Because it was moved from
They
his
stole
account.
his phone.
Yes, I understand the peculiarity
Where
of
did
that
the leakage come
situation.
from? No, let's even say he transferred the money to a PalmPay account. They told him to go to the police station. Police was asking for 200K to handle the situation. On top, how much?
I think we are moving away from the.
So the main issue, I get it. The neobanks, the nature, it's just the way the nature of mobile money is. It's so easy. Any mobile money service would have that issue.
So I'm wondering, so
think about it.
OPay, PalmPay, they dominate that agents or agency banking. But some banks have agent networks as well. So could that also be a problem for them? Like maybe it's not happening yet, but could it potentially become a problem?
Yeah, so those banks that have agent networks, number one, are they as reliable as OPay, PalmPay? Are they as fast? Because that's the selling point of OPay and PalmPay. They are fast, reliable, they always work. Like you rarely have a failed transaction. So think about it. Because it's fast, reliable, you now have that side effect that more fraudsters. So if a system works well, fraudsters will naturally gravitate towards it.
Yes.
See why
So
chaos
I think
see why chaos is good.
so the thing, my issue.
Why inefficiency is good for once. You can be happy for inefficiency.
No, it's not about inefficiency. I think you can't get first start out of any work. Either the system is working or it's not working, right? The issue here is that once this kind of things happen, neobanks are not very, at least from the experiences that people have shared with me, they are not responsive as traditional banks would be.
Sorry, take that again.
Neobanks, for instance, I'm reporting a fraud to a neobank. There's like, they are just unconcerned about it because, well, they have probably bypassed one kind of KFC because KFC KYC KYC, you get KYC, because why should an account that have not gone through, say, a 3-tier KYC process be able to get 1 million naira, for instance? You have probably used backdoors to get them to be able to receive more money, like up to 250k. I don't expect an account that have not gone through like at least an extra level of KYC to be able to receive more than 50,000 naira.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's why I explained. If they are stealing 1 million, they don't send it to one account. They send it to plenty accounts. So you stole 1 million naira, right?
No, okay, let's say you made me transfer 1 million naira to you, for instance.
Yes. You are going to transfer it. Most like, see, this is what happens. You are transferring it to another traditional bank if you are transferring that money in bulk. Then when you now get to that traditional bank, they now send it to plenty of people. So
by that time, you can track the person.
Up to Pampe OP.
Yes. But at least you are sure of their identity.
Well,
from a traditional bank.
The bank, not the. So the thing is, again, to be able to seek redress both in the traditional bank and in your bank, for you to even get your money at all, I don't care whether you know the person or not. For you to get to that this thing,
stage,
you need a
police report. I know court order. Yeah, it's stupid. The nonsense they ask for is annoying, because you look at it and you look at the money you are looking for and you just say, I let it go.
So I don't really see any difference between the traditional banks, and because if at the end of the day I can't get my money, what is not the difference?
So everything still falls back on our justice system. Well, at least yeah, I think it's still our justice system.
But I'm still of the opinion that neobanks should do better.
Oh yeah, they can and
really
should
do better. They, like some names do not even exist, but the old.
Do you know that people have?
This is close to home.
Do you know that people have multiple BVNs? Yes, people have multiple. Like I interviewed some cybersecurity experts for this story. People exist that have multiple BVNs, so it could even be sent to a bank that you think you trust, and
so
the person does not exist.
We should do something. Okay, don't worry, I'll tell you after the podcast.
Yeah. Then another expert is telling me that probably the BVN is like the worst thing that has happened to the financial ecosystem. As much as it has been the most beneficial thing, it could also be the worst thing. So a lot of things are going on behind the scenes. What is the regulators doing about it? What is the NIBS? So NIBS should be the one tracking all of these things. What are they doing about it? Then the leakage. According to the FITC, the majority of the fraud that happens in the banking sector starts inside the bank from staff collusion. What are they doing about it? So with that, I come to the end of my podcast.